Hello everyone. Hope you all are doing well. I am here to discuss about my idea. I am trying to build up. Basically, it's a website for the tourists that covers the area within Pakistan, the most favorable, the most beautiful places present in the Pakistan. Basically, the website for the tour guidance that covers all Pakistan, the very famous places and the most visited places. I'm trying to code the website for a long period of time. It is helpful to all that you can say that also for the internationals who come and visit these historical places and also the beautiful nature of Pakistan. And also the people of Pakistan. Also, further, we'll discuss about what we have done in this project while we have to code and let's have a move on towards the project code, how we use the things and which things we use for this project. uh, let's start. First of all, in this project we have to use you can say that 4 or 5 things that are basically we can use the language HTML, CSS, Bootstrap and PHP libraries. So first of all we're going to talk about HTML. And for the HTML, it can only gives us only a structure to build up, only like a skeleton. It only gives us a skeleton when we code from HTML. And when we use CSS with HTML, then we can modify our skeleton with some shapes and with some colors by giving them the classes and IDs. And also for the Bootstrap, we can use Bootstrap in Bootstrap they have a new version. It can change its version after some time. Now it's about 5.0. It's working now, and in Bootstrap our project or our website is easily we can open it easily in every type of media device or PDA device with the help of only a single bootstrap library. Then in the PHP, when we use our project by giving the database from the local host and using the WAMP server in it. And I also use the libraries in it like Bitnami. No, it is not necessary. We can use only the font or some the libraries to only font the icons of Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Like we can just put the name from that library to by going to the internet and download the library of font awesome and just use the name, and the icon will appears only when we put the name here. Let's start towards our project. Uh, this is the overview for the user. Let's take a look. This is in the very top there is a container. I take the container fluid there, and this is the hover that when I put the arrow on tourist planet, then it moves. It's the action of a hover. I can show you. First of all, we take it the container and also put inside it the navigation bar, and also by the link down applications or by using the list items we can put this like these Punjab, KPK and Baltistan also we are written in the list items. Then we use the carousel slider. Then we use the carousel slider here for modify our project to be useful for our users. And then we have a dialog box here. We can use it for booking. And in this project we use different sections to code there, like in these upcoming events we also use a container fluid there to for the heading, and also there are little text by bolding it with some color. Then we use these different type of cards in the columns. These are column large, column small, and there are 2 type of columns, and also you have 4 rows for the columns. Then we use the 3 rows 3 by 16, but only for the one side I use this for the third columns, and for next I use for only 2, like column 8, because there are 16 lines for the columns. Now we're using for this, and let's have a look on our see, this is behind the image and upper side text. So this is only you can put there because of using the parallax image, because when you add the section new to your website, then you have to put a parallax to the background image. When you can create the image by blurring within a software of Adobe, and then you put it on the back of your content by using the parallax image. the code of the piece of code present in everywhere, that which is the code of parallax. I can show you. While I'm moving there, this is a hover. This is a hover. By using the Java library, I can use this hover also, and there is also present the hover dot css, the library on the internet. Let's move towards about the codings. Index.php. So I can name it by index.php. First I have the name of like simple name, that tourist planet. These are the meta. This is especially for the first thing. It is only, you can, the header, you can say that the header files, we always put it on the header tag. And then we have also so the one thing I can put it here, that I don't use every in every file again and again the files to name there or to put there. I just only complete one CSS file for every HTML code, and only link here, and only link by the relative style sheet, and give the address of that sheet present in my folder, present in the htdocs of the WAMP server, in the folder of www. So we can just add the link here, and our library, our file is working here. So let's start there. First of all, you can say that I apply a container there. First of all, for the first section, we can choose a container or a container fluid. We can choose, it's up to you what you can choose, container or a container fluid. We choose container, and in container we have to choose about for the navigation bar, and for the navigation bar we have to use our list icon, list tags, to use our different type of list items present in our navigation bar. So let's see there what we put there. So the first, because every list item have its own link, so we can use the tag of a that represents that there is a link behind the list item. So first of all, there we present and these are the list icons that I put in the website. These are home, upcoming events, destinations, packages, and about us. So let's see where they are present. They are present in there. This is present in the container fluid, and these are the list icons for the navigation bar are present there. And you can see there is an other list item present in the list item of the navigation bar. Then you can say that there is something more present in this, and this is you can say that. Then if we are also using the list items for our navigation bar, then then when we want to put something and other in our list icon, then we use a drop down menu in the list item inside the link address, and then we put there, after using the drop down menu, Punjab, KPK, and the Gilgit Baltistan into itself. It's itself a link in its name as navigation bar drop down. So in the drop down menu of link item we can put this, and we can use this. So we have to prepare some sessions there, that when I'm going to any of the other page, then my link is destroyed and never come back to that page because of the sessions. So let's see that there is a thing present after the first we talk about the container fluid, because is present on the top, and I use the logo of my website that I designed for my website, and also within this container I use the navigation bars. And after this container I use the carousel slider, that is very useful to for the images. I just code the slider. One thing I have to say, that in HTML CSS, when we are using Bootstrap within it, we have two things that is very main. They are present two things, class and ID. Class is not a unique one, but ID is a unique one. If we choose class, so we can call it in every function, but if we use ID, so we can use it only in the specific function we can create it for. Okay, then we have using here a ID for the carousel slider, and use that data writes or not. If data writes, then the pictures coming one by one with not continuous manner. So when we set the data right into towards carousel, then it indicates our slider in the form of 0 1 2 3, like it's going 0 1 2 3 one by one simultaneously and continuously with in the form of a line. So what we put in the carousel slider, we can put like, because this is a PHP code encrypted, because I done this, I'll show to the next step for this whole code. This basically this echo message is a error message. It represents us an error if we are coding, if we're coding a code and then we have to check it on the browser, then this echo message sends us an error that while this one is working or this one is working not. For this, let's have a look on this one, like when using this one, let's have a tour guide and we can click on Punjab. So this then this is a and you see the text is coming after the page is open. It's all about the Java library. It's the conversion of text that I gave it a timer of at least 0.2 seconds to come after when the site is open. It is just only about the library of Java. From I downloaded it from internet and put it on the header file. And this page, so let's check about the page. There let's see, there I can choose the column length of you can say that 4 by 8, 4 by 16. So I can put these columns into, and these are called the cards. These are called the cards, and we have just put the card images and the buttons in itself and use it for the hover, and we use it for the hover. You can say that it shines when the cursor moves on it. So it is just about using the hover.css and a library for, and using it to make a modify and make a good look for it. Let's see the coding behind the Punjab. Let's see, this is Punjab. So the top ones are just the head bodies, like the libraries we have further used to put in our project to work it very well. So like this, we can say that the links we have given of our files, that our file of CSS that modify our project is present in the folder of the www WAMP server. In the project there is an folder, and there is present a file, so we can give address to that file and it can work with this. So we don't have to make any further file for every HTML code. And for the body, we just use the navigation bar for in the container fluid to you can say that we use the container fluid again for our logo images. You can say that we can use container fluid for the logo images, and because it's animated because of my logo. Second thing, we have to create it, we have to put there is a carousel slider, because everyone is using this slider. This is very available in every type of media, and everyone is using it. It is also present in the website that is well known for the web programming. It is W3 School. We can use it also for our programming. It is very useful website for the beginner also. We can just put the image address here, his width what we want, its height what we want, and just use these classes. Like if we choose a text in it, so we have to define it whether our text is bold or text is light in this. Like we have write Punjab, so we can say that it is bold weighted and light text, so we can see it here, bold weighted, and his length is something like heading 1, so we can change it to it. You can say that you can see there is a heading 1. Heading 1, it means the heading of the main subject, and it is it have a good height. And if there are total 6 headings, like you consider H1, H2, H3 up to H6. So the H1 is the topper heading and the broadest heading, and the H4 is something lesser than the main heading. So there is something like text, but it is also bold. So we can also contain we can also take a container, and we for the heading of for another heading we also use the header one text h1, and I'm using the class here because it is not only used in this page of coding. This class is also repeated in every single page of code. When I'm using, I just call this class and start working there. It works on this. And let's again see this. We can provide this, and start our section provides us the distance of at least two or more containers, like you can say that a full screen of a section. We can put every type of coding in it. So this is something like justified in the section. But if we don't use if we use only div, then there is a possibility that our text is moving here and there for some of cause. Then we have to use some text justify codes there. So there we use inside section we use div class containers, and this is suitable for us. And this is suitable for us, like for the cards we are using. I told you that we use these columns. Let's see, column large is equal to 3. We can using different type of columns there to build up our this page. We are using column large, column small, and also by using their color. Okay, let's see column large. So of the pixels, for the margin 3 column middle, from middle it is up to 3 times away, and column smaller it's about 12 times away. So we can say that we are using 3 type of columns within a same div. And we can just see this like this is a column of these are the column we are created, that there are 3 rows, there are 3 columns, they are 4 columns, there are 3 rows, and also in within one row there are 4 checkboxes we are using for detailed our project. This is the main thing we have done in this. Something, and one thing I have to show you, that this one is not working. This one is not working. Instead we are using it by if we have to put PHP in this project, first we have to create a database in the local host. So, I told you how to create a database, then how to import. I can just explain you now. Then see, I am just going towards my local host. Okay, sorry, we have to go our PHP my admin. Let's just take a few minutes because of my internet issues. Okay, because of my internet issues. So the PHP my admin is in front of us, so we have to take let's see, this is my database of using this project, that whenever the user is login from my website and doing some works, so I have take their information from this. Like see, this is a user registration form I built up there. So when I open this, I have the data that whoever one is registering in my website by giving their email address, and also by their passwords, and also the dates and time when they give this effort. So the thing I have to discuss there is that how to import our database of project in there, or how to create. If we create a new one, so just we go to the new button, and then we have a click a name. Let's have again the same name, and be careful but the name there and the name of your database is the same as you want there. So for this you have just you have to go you have just create there T-Planet. Oh, because I also put it there the tree planet, so it is not working. So you can say that let's have import in this. Close this. So we have import. When we want to import any file, choose the file from the from our windows, and let's start words, and where is my WAMP folder? Go to the WAMP, and there is www folder tree planet, and see I named here to the SQL tree planet. So whenever I want to choose this file, okay, I have to choose this file. So click here. So click here and just open, and just open this file, where it is, www.treeplanet database file, and this just open it, and so we can find our database there. Let's go further towards our codings. There is also like I want to show you the file that I created for this. This is the CSS file. You can say that this is a style sheet. Here I have to all codings of my classes, of my every carousel interactions, every headings, every font size, every text that I align, every text that I just justify, every color that I give to background, every parallax that I used in it. The all things that we have done are present in these files, because I create only one file for all my websites. So I just give the links to every page of my this file by saving my time. So you can see it. These are the destinations, or these are the piece of codes I have used, like for then you can say for the carousel indicators. For the carousel indicators means when we use font awesome, we also give the indicators on our carousel slider to the forward and the next indicator to forward or reverse our images that are present in the carousel slider. So I give the width and height cursor pointer. It's up to you how which numbers are you want to given there. So this is the mainly thing. And one thing, whenever you collaborate your HTML, Bootstrap, CSS within it, and when you want a database for it, you first have to give a connection of your piece of code by using PHP to the database you created on the local host. You can see it. We have just built the connection of MySQL Connect localhost. So the first of all, the name is root, and also the password portion is empty, and also there is given my database name that you can see present there, tplanet present there. And if the connection then is not occurred, this piece of code means if connection is not stable, then show the error that there is connection problem, and show this line in the web browser. Otherwise, if you do not find any error, you can you can execute this one line and go to the position of this. Okay, so this is my connection. And when I firstly talk about the sessions, when I am using one link in my list item, and leave my laptop or leave the screen for some time and just come back, or I am away from computer, someone is doing another thing, so the other person is not able to use any thing, because my session expired due to this piece of code. I destroyed the session. That whenever there is some time I'm not using, I am staying the same page, and I'm not using any of the thing, or any didn't do any activity of scrolling, of clicking and other thing, then you didn't have to go towards the main page. Then you have to go to the main page, and don't do actions in the same page if the activity is not performed within the 3 seconds in the same page. So this is something about the sessions. You can see that there are some other codes of Lahore, like you can say that this is the whole website. You can see here, you can see here that it works for the information guide and also for planning their towards them. Like we can see it here in Punjab. When we have details of Shalimar Gardens or the tomb of Jahangir, we just click on the button. We have applied this on there. So if we go there, let's see how it creates. Then go towards like formal Darabar Fort. So there we see that this type of work is done. So basically before going towards the code, I have to explain that there is a container fluid where is the heading one is the Darabar Fort, which is text line bold, and below there is a navigation bar. I put it there to going back and give links to there to towards home, towards Punjab, and to the main pages and to the driver fort, and gave there some of the data here, and also in the column of 2 given the right side a image and left side a text that is justified. So just go towards there and see something in the body. There is a class as container. This is the class container. First of all, this is the page. You can say that the Darabar Fort, where it is, just see that the Darabar Fort HTML, the Darabar Fort. So this is in the head, in the body there is a header that is HD. We're using the same class as we see in the in our style sheet. Then we're using the same class of the same coding for the width, height, and about the background color. So just then we use the div here because nothing is more like there's some smaller content, not very broad content. So we use the class div here, and first of all we use the heading 1 for our for the name of our destination. Then we use some class for the navigation bar, then put the list items there and giving their links like this, giving the links of the same files present. When we're done with this Darabar Fort, then we go toward our destination again and use some things. Then you can say that if we use only 8 by there are 16 columns, and then this column underscore 16 for the large and for the small, then we are using there is only 2. It means 8 multiplied by 2, like this there are 2, 1 and 1, 8 multiplied by 2, whenever using 2. So the things are there. If this is the tag of paragraph, we can put everything is in here. But when we use this text justify, then our text will be justified as a paragraph in this. We can say that if we remove this, what will it happens? Let's just see that. No, like this, the text is removed, and so we can place it back to and clear save that and remove just the justify from it, and just see what it will happens there. And when I open this browser, so you see everything is not in the right position. So this justify content, the justify tag is very usable for us to use in this. When we put it back there and when we refresh this page, we can see that this is our destination. So this is about my idea that I've been working for to make it very useful for the users, for the internationals, or for the peoples within the Pakistan that are feeling happy to visit some these type of places, historical places, and the natural beauties of Pakistan. So this is my idea, and this is some implementations I am doing for a very long period of time. Thank you so much.